the match. When this first came out, this was the one that was the Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods in Las Vegas, and I believe it was the day after Thanksgiving. I want to say it was the day after Thanksgiving because I can remember doing a show with Rob Parker, and we spent an hour and a half ripping the event because it was just such a joke.
Why?
I mean, it was like mini golf, dude. Like you had somebody on a unicycle, making pizza.
You're talking
dough.
about the initial one, the one not with Brady and Peyton Manning.
That one was a joke.
Okay.
The one with Brady and Manning was fantastic, and it was entertaining. Yeah. And it was during the pandemic when we had nothing else going on. So to see Charles Barkley running his mouth and Brady hit that shot and just get an inside look, I thought it came off really well. And that was fun, and it was an old rivalry. And now we've got the latest version. And the latest version kind of ties in a bunch of rivalries all in one. So the latest, as was announced yesterday, is it's going to be Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson versus Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. And you go, all right, well, we got a little something here. And then Brooks Koepka steps in and starts taking shots at Bryson DeChambeau, and they start going at it a little bit.
Well, you're not doing the story justice because that's not a lot. That's not how this started. This started with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the one who stoked the flames of the Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka rivalry. Yeah. He's the one that actually jumped from the top ropes right away and started posting different memes, GIFs, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Do you think he posts those, or do you think he has somebody that does it?
Oh, he has somebody who does that. Yeah, I can't imagine Tom Brady sitting on his couch concocting these little, memes or these little videos and pictures or whatever. There's no chance. He's even eating some avocado somewhere, or he's probably in full pads. What is it, May? He's in full pads working out, right? Like getting ready for OTAs and probably getting ready for the football season. So someone else is on point. Whoever's a part of his team, they still get credit. Because what he's done is he's now created, up until July 6th, this rivalry, this back and forth, where, Aaron Rodgers has now responded with his own kind of video. Phil Mickelson has chimed in. But, I mean, it's gotten really fun only because there's almost a hatred, it seems like, between Koepka and DeChambeau.
Oh, yeah.
And it's spreading to the trash talk. Golfers aren't good trash talkers, right? They're nice guys. They're not as good as trash talkers. But now it's kind of spread to Brady taking shots, not necessarily shots at Rodgers, but just kind of the situation that's going on right now. And it's awesome. It is as entertaining as anything is in sports right now.
And by the way, I love how Brady continues to mock, the Packers not going for it on that fourth down. Like that, here's what's so funny about that. First of all, it's not like that's ancient history. Hey, they had a game back in 2010, and, now we're laughing about it. That was just a few months ago.
Right.
And on top of that, that was a real issue. That was a real talking point afterwards in Rodgers being upset with the decision not to go for it. And Brady's like, I think enough time's passed. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and dig up that course.
I still can't believe they didn't go for it. You're down 7. You're down 7, and instead you elect to kick the PAT. And I've heard people try to give me the analytical argument.
Oh, God.
Yet it's the dumbest thing because – and regardless, it didn't matter because they ended up getting a pass interference call that extended the drive and allowed Tampa to finish the game.
And by the way, that was pass interference, and I don't want to hear anybody complain about it. That was pass interference.
It was. I mean, it's semantics at this point, but it doesn't matter. But the reality is, and I said this at the time to you, I said if I was in Aaron's shoes, I would have stood out there in the field and make them call a timeout. And that would have completely changed how they had to play the scenario. Then they would have had to go for it because they would have had one less timeout. And it would have seemed selfish, but I kind of get the sense like Tom Brady would have done the same thing. I mean, one, if we learned anything from last year, sometimes he doesn't know how many timeouts he has. So trust me,
good point.
He's going to stand there in the field and try to exercise as many timeouts as possible. But I think if the situation was reversed, Tom stands out there and looks at the sidelines like, are you kidding me? We're down 7 We're right here, in striking distance near the goal line, and we're not going to go for this thing? Are you kidding me?
Do you think this Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka thing is kind of a little bit of BS? Like, it's maybe not as bad as we all make it out.
No. Actually, I know a couple players because down in South Florida, all these guys live down here. No, it's legitimate. They do not like Bryson DeChambeau at all.
Well, I mean, did you see the form he had while he was trying to do curls the other night? I mean,
hey, man,
just
those
awful.
look like 60-pound dumbbells. I'm just saying, don't hate the form. He's getting something done.
Like he was carrying around a dead body. Just awful form. I don't recommend it, kids. I'm telling you, it's terrible.